we're two dope girls, and we are doing it for the girls that pop the P on Saturday and go to church on Sunday. Hey, dope girl, out there.
I'm here. Hashtag yes, I'm a lazy bitch. I was set up again today. I was really excited about saying it tonight.
I'm a lazy bitch. Tisha Campbell, you know what? I know that was a couple weeks ago, but that really did put a good smile on my face. Thank you, girl, because I am too. It's about time somebody rep for the lazy bitches. Good.
I agree, and I appreciate her for just standing in her truth. And honestly, I mean, I don't really know why that's not a single. Like, she could probably give like 99 cents. I would be willing to contribute to the Tisha Campbell Martin household. Yeah, not $1.29, but she could get my 99.
She can get 99 cents. She can.
Yeah, she can get a Spotify play. She can get that. I would save her.
Title,
you know, that's important to me.
Yeah, right. Our title. Maybe.
You know, I don't use my saves. So
gotta save them for something real.
I don't use my saves, all right? I mean, I can go back and look you up again if I really care about your phone that much. If I save you to Spotify, that's the equivalent of me buying you. So
that's a big deal.
Situation. Yeah.
So I know you hear what's in the background. That would be Tribe Called Quest. Phife Dawg. He has gone home to glory at the age of 45. Did you ever see that Tribe Called Quest movie?
You know, I was just going to bring that up to you. That was actually what I was going to talk about, because that was how I even knew he was sick, was from watching that, you talking about the documentary with Michael Rappaport?
What's it? Yes, I believe that's the one. It only has to be that one, right? Because I don't think it's more than one. Yeah, that's the one where Q-Tip was kind of acting like a diva the whole time.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's the one. Yeah, I do remember them. He was. That's the first time I found out he was sick too. But I'm like, 45 is so young. Just
very young. But you know, that was what they were saying. That was the whole reason why they had gotten back together after the breakup, was to help him pay his medical bills. Because when he, because I remember that scene where they're sitting on the park bench and that they're discussing, like, we really wouldn't be doing this if we weren't here to help fight, because don't nobody want to fuck with Q-Tip. So it was kind of like, we're pretty much doing this on the strength of our friends, and we're putting up with his bullshit on the strength of our friends. That's why we're all here. And so, you know, it's just real unfortunate that, you know, life happens, and
it does, and so does death. Yeah, so does death.
And 45, you're right, it's very young. Very young.
It is to be not here no more. But so anyway, rest in peace, Phife Dawg. You will be missed by somebody. On to some good news. Let's bring this party up a little bit. 10th grader, DC native Akilah Johnson is the first African American student to win Google's Doodle for Google's contest. And I don't know, I know you saw the Google because we talked about this. I didn't even know this was going on. I popped into Google one day because that's how I start all my mornings on Google. And I saw this beautiful thing and I was like, what is this? Come to find out, this DC native right on down the road then drew this, and I mean, she put all the blackness that she could in it. I appreciated it.
Akilah B, because that's what I called her. Yeah. You are black excellence, girl. I clicked on Google and I was like, is Google spelled in Negro nappy hair? Is this baby hair an afro?
Yes, it was.
It was my everything, which then made me click on the doodle. And which I will say, I actually click on Google Doodles because sometimes they really go real hard with them, and I be wanting to see what happens, like in the doodle. You know, but sometimes the Google will do something. And I remember they did one, not to sidetrack Akilah, because Akilah is very important, but just talking about some of the more ethnic diversity ones they've done. They did one with Nelson Mandela on his birthday that was really good. It was like a long Google Doodle, and the Google people did it, but it basically walked you through his whole life. And I was like, yes, Google, y'all better give 10 minutes to Nelson Mandela this morning up on this Google. So I appreciate the thought that they put into it, and they obviously have somebody there that's like, no, we not going to throw some shit up for black people and move on about our business. Back to Akilah, baby, you better do all your blackness up in there. She said, let me think. She had an onk. She had her hair. She had a black woman.
She had a fist. She had Black Lives Matter. I mean, just everything. It was the blackest thing I've seen on Google ever. It was just that black. And she got picked over 100,000 submissions and changed her life. Yeah.
So she's amazing, and now she got some scholarship money, and she can go on to do bigger and better things and represent her blackness, all up and through whatever college she decides to go to, which hopefully it will be a black college.
Hopefully, but I mean, she has like the essay that. I mean, she has the winning essay clearly when she goes to college and she has to write that stupid ass 500-word essay. She's got one. Like, ma'am, I was on Google Doodles. I was the first black student to do that. So you might want me at
and
your
I
school.
put baby hair and afros on my Google.
Yes.
And a Jackson 5 nostril.
Yes. All of that. Oh God, all of that.
Yes.
Let's see what else. Women are winning this week. The other thing that I found out by accident, I was like, okay, I'm all for this. So they have the U.S. Representatives Bonnie Watson Coleman in New Jersey, Robin Kelly in Illinois, and Yvette Clarke in New York have and the U.S. House of Representatives have created a caucus for black women and girls. And so they are all about uplifting black people. And it is evidently, because let me see, because I want to make sure I get all this right. I'm going to read it. The caucus was inspired by Ifeoma Ike, the co-founder of Black and Brown People Vote, and a collective of 6 other women involved in the She Woke Committee, hashtag She Woke Committee, which is comprised of leading black women activists who consistently advocate for black women's rights, including Ike, Nikisha Lewis, Tiffany Hightower, Shambulia, Gadsden Sam, Sharice Stansel Ashford, and Dr. Avis Jones DeWeaver, and Sharon Cooper, excuse me. So that's 6. So they have got this done. So there's officially a caucus all about black girls and black women. I'm excited about that.
I'm really here for it, and I don't know why, but for some reason, because after you told me about it, I went and read on it, and for some reason, Pretty Girl Rock by Carrie Hilson kept saying, and I don't know why I associate that with black women greatness. But for some reason, my name is Carrie. I'm so very like.
Oh, Carrie.
So I don't know if they should make that their theme song and start playing that. But either way, I am glad to there's also another group that is out here that's speaking to black women and our issues, especially with Mama Obama leaving the house. And you know, I ride for Mama Obama real hard.
All day.
And so I'm really happy to hear that. I will say, not to make this about men, because you know, but I would like to see the black men step it up and have that for them, because y'all got some real issues too, right?
Yeah.
So we need to probably have a little bit of balance on both sides, but I am excited to see what this great caucus can do. And again, you know, maybe they can book Carrie Hilson.
Well, she needs a booking. I mean, she's coming back,
so to do.
You know, give her something to do for sure.
I saw that. I saw where she had like a Twitter announcement, and then she was saying that's not true, and I was like, oh, but see, don't nobody want to really leak no information about you, so I'm not really sure why you thought you were important enough. Like, you act like you Beyonce. Like, we just like you're sitting around like, oh,
are the
come out tomorrow.
Opposite
no,
of
Carrie
Beyonce.
Hilson.
Yeah, no one cares. No one cares, girl. Yeah, so evidently what I also read was that this black caucus, the caucus for black women and girls, is supposed to be similar to, it's supposed to be similar to President Obama's initiative from, is it called My Brother's Keeper?
Oh, they did that. Girl, I forgot about that. You right.
Yeah, so it's supposed
Obama
to be.
He did, and I forgot about that.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be, I guess, you know, kind of looking at the same kind of issues from that standpoint. Right. Yeah, so good. That's exciting. Exciting, girls. We are winning. I love it. I mean, you know, it's been a dry week. Right. It's been a dry week. So that's basically all the things that's going on. So now we can talk about reality TV. Because that's been the only.
Can I talk about Obama's real quick?
Oh,
that's
please.
That's like for real life.
Yes. Please do. Because I
was very, very happy to see the Obamas go to Cuba this week. I was happy for several reasons. One, because I mean, not that I'm ignorant to politics. I feel like I am a very intelligent person, but the Cuban embargo trade and that kind of stuff never really quite made sense to me, other than it just seemed like they wanted to shut out some brown people.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I was really excited to see when that was lifted, because people were still mad about that, and I was like, y'all know that, like, we implemented that like in the 50s or 60s. Like, we really need to let that go. So that was first. And then my second thing about it was, like, you mad, stay mad. And so I was really excited, not only for people still being mad, but that President Obama was like, oh, but let's go visit. Yeah, let's have a good time. And let's go on your dime. So that also made me happy, too, because I was like, ooh, I know it's some folks counting some pennies, trying to count, what Sasha and Malia have on. And by the way, Sasha and Malia pooch the road babies. They look great.
They are
Them
gorgeous.
two came in, honey, they had their hair flattened by whoever been flattening their hair.
Yes.
Their hair was laid for the guards. I was like, yes, y'all better give me fake Remy tees, but I really know that's your real hair, so that's what make it even better.
Yes.
Mama Obama came through. Like, I just love to see, it's just black people winning, black excellence all over again. I love that it's Barack Obama last year, and he really is like on I Give a No Fucks tour.
Nothing.
And I love that.
And I love
and
it.
this was part of the tour.
I love it.
He was like, you mad? I'm going to go see these brown people that's trying to come over on a boat. Stay mad. Like,
he's the first black president to go to Cuba in 88 years. That's what I read today. He's the first, I said the first black president, excuse me, the first president of the United States. Right, because he's definitely, clearly, to go to Cuba and then was at the baseball game and waving and having a good time. I mean, it's enough is enough. You know what I mean? As much injustice is going on in the world, and you are, yes, engineer.
So with keeping with the whole political civics government conversation,
yes,
we have another show that we do called All Due Respect, and we're doing we're gonna do a civics test. Would you be interested? Could I possibly get you on my team? Because we're doing teams. So
I can definitely be on your team, but this is the thing: don't count your points just yet.
No,
because I act like I know a lot.
But you got a week. You got a week to study.
Google's been my friend.
You got a week to study. So we're gonna call you, and then all you need is just gonna be 5 questions, and you just got to answer the questions.
Okay.
Like, watch this real quick.
Jesus.
How many delegates does each state get?
I don't know.
See, we can work with that. It's okay. We can work with it.
The question.
It's okay. Yeah, that's one of them that could be on there. But we're gonna work on it. So I can count on you. On my team?
Can count on me. This is a lot of pressure. Okay, so it's fine because I'm not doing anything at work. It's fine. I can study my civics at work. It's fine.
Okay, so we'll do that, and then because I want people to know that. I mean, they need to. Just get something going as far as government and stuff like that.
I'm excited. That's really fun, and it'll give me a reason because I realize it's a lot I don't know about the way the government works. Like, I know, like, on a peripheral, is that the word? That's not even the right word. Like, I know on a basic level, but the details of it, I just don't know. And I think what's even worse is I don't care. That's the other thing. That's what makes it worse.
I tell you what, with
I feel like I should care.
With the potential of either Donald Trump or probably Hillary Clinton getting in office, as much as I would enjoy seeing a woman president, I think it's important for people to start understanding the local and state government, because it's going to be important, because the federal government head ain't going to be shit. So if we could, I want to make sure, I want to get that out. So you're on my team.
Down.
I got turn.
Down.
Ha ha.
Down.
KG. Ha ha. I got my first
down.
one. Ha ha.
So okay, that was fun. This is fun. Okay, so I'm gonna do all my studies. I'm sorry. All right, dope girl.
No, I love that. I love adult civics. Yes.
Yeah. So okay, back to us. Okay, dope girl. So we were talking about Cuba. Yes. See, I thought I was already on Cuba when Jay-Z and Beyonce had went. So I was already kind of on it. I was like, oh, okay, this is the next place I needs to visit. But now that President and his wife and family have gone, I'm like, oh yeah, it has really amped up my want to go. And then not only that, I don't know how true this is, but it's just so happy my coworker was talking today that there are a lot of aid organizations, nonprofits, like rushing in to Cuba to kind of help them, revitalize and build up their economy and stuff. I don't know how true that is, but all of that has happened as a result of President Barack Obama's visit to Cuba.
Baraki Mama.
Yes, I'm excited. Okay, cool. All right, so we ready for reality TV then?
We are. Like, let's quit faking the funk.
Okay, let's get right to the right. Let's get right to the ratchery. So, being fiscally responsible, I have cut down my cable packages. So it's been this is the first week. It's been quite the struggle. But thanks to my favorite YouTubers, it's Rox, Justin J, Funky Dineva, Alex Rogers, James Colwell. Thank you guys for keeping me in the know. So I feel like I can talk about everything that's happening like I've watched it. So
they're that good.
Yeah, they are that. Rox is, you know what I've realized, because I watch all of Rox's reviews without actually having had watched the shows. Rox's reviews are actually superb. Like, for his Rox, her reviews are fucking superb. Like, because I'm like, I feel like I haven't missed a thing. Like, I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready. So, Real Housewives, they had their first, reunion. They had the reunion show. Well, first of all, Kim Fields has decided she's leaving the show, which it's fine with me. She did it for one season. She got whatever money she needed to get out of her tax lien situation. She's made people remember her. She's got new jobs. Good for her. I'm glad she's leaving. She's better than that show. Like, it's trash. They're trash. She's better than that show, so I'm glad. But did you see?
Okay, I feel differently.
Really? Let me hear.
Oh yes, no, I'm not Team Tootie. I never was Team Tootie. I actually refuse to call her by her government name because you know how it is when you have annoyed me. I cannot even give you that much respect. Well, first of all, wait, I told the Kim Fields story. So the other dope girl knows that I had a drama teacher in high school who claims that she gave Kim Fields the idea of how to play Regine, because my drama teacher says that she and Kim Fields were in a play together around that time, and that Kim Fields came to her and said, "Oh, I got this new part that I'm auditioning for, but I don't really know like how to kind of do the character." And she claims that she gave Kim Fields the idea of like being kind of bougie and having like kind of a high-pitched voice or whatever it is that Regine has. So my 10th grade drama teacher will have you know that Kim Fields stole Regine from her. So she got that from me. That's what she actually said. Quote,
she got that from
Kim
me.
Fields, she got that from me. So that already put a bad color in my mouth because I believe my drama teacher too. I do. Shout out to Magnolia Gay. I'm just going to put you out there. Shout out to Gay because you changed my world in 10th grade, and I appreciate you with that story alone. You had many more stories, but that was one of my favorite ones that I will hold on to. So you already know how I felt about Tootie. And then this is the way I feel when everybody's like, "Oh, Kim Fields is too good for this show. She's too this, she does that." Well, if you're too good for it, why are you on it? Like, everybody knows at this point what Housewives is about. Like, Housewives has been on for about 7 or 8 years. This is not a new show. This is not something you had no idea about. This is not something that you didn't watch, your mama don't watch. Somebody in your family watched this damn show. Probably your husband who's...
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Probably your husband. So my point is, you know what this show is about, and you're not gonna elevate no dialogue on no damn Housewives. That's not what this show is. Like, I hate when people, she was too classy. She was too this. She was too. What the fuck? You on the same show as fucking Nene Leakes, bitch? Like, that's what the fuck you're doing now. Like, I'm sorry that you fell from grace. Like, maybe you did used to be somebody, but I ain't heard your name for many years, Kim Fields. And I'm not gonna sit up here and act like you know marquee A-list star no more. Bitch, you own Housewives because you needed a check like everybody else. You're not better than the rest of them because you're on the same show as them. And it just is what it is. Like, stand in your truth. Like, I don't fall for that. Tootie is all classy. No, Tootie is just as wretched as them bitches. That's why she was on there. Like, it just is what it is.
I mean,
so,
I hear the truth.
Good luck to you, whatever you decide to do from now on. But I'm not here. I wasn't here for Kim Fields.
I hear the truth in what you're saying, but you know I love the facts of life. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there you had the facts of life. When she was on them skates, when I was a little girl, I dreamed of like, I was like, okay, I'm going to just be on skates all the time because this shit is so cool. And she had that bang that went like all the way across her forehead. Listen, I have pictures where I had that bang. I had made my mom cut me that bang because first my bang was real little and tight, and then I wanted it wide across my forehead. And it was just, I really, really enjoy Kim Fields. I'm not even going to lie. And on Living Single, thank you, because I couldn't even get it. Regine was who I watched. She was who I lived for, like her wigs and her reads. And she was just, I mean, I know that Agnolia Gay gave it to her, but she did a lot with that. It's just... and to see her on this show, and I do like how she was on the show, because you know what it is, I appreciate how she was on the show with Kenya, because Kenya tried and tried her, and
like
she
Kenya more
no, I hate Kenya. And Kim did something different that Kenya did not know what to do with. Kenya is used to people getting blowed up and fighting and all of that. Kim instead got real quiet, and so what it did is make Kenya look even more stupid, and that's why I appreciated her, because I thought she was time enough for that, because Kenya, she don't really know what to do with that, so I thought she was time enough for it. But after listening to what you said, I hear all your truth, because you're right. She knew what she was stepping into. I think she does think she's a little bit holier than thou. She got on the show. She got on the show clearly because she had to. She needed the check, one, and she needed the exposure, and she got what she needed. But what I do appreciate is that she knows when to bow out gracefully. So she did what she came to do.
Give her credit
so
for that.
So I think so, and that's why I feel like this is her bowing out gracefully. Like, you did what you came to do. Now you're about to do what's that? Dancing with the Stars. You're going on to that.
I think it
which is a huge show. It actually did, because I saw that online. So it's like you're on another huge major show on a major network, which is going to get your name out there. So I feel like, she used this as a stepping stone, which is what it should be. Which for people in her category who have had a career like hers, that is how they should use this show. So I think she did it right. But I do see what you're saying, because she was on there like kind of looking down her nose at people. You know what I mean? Which is like,
I have to make a true confession to your true confession. For the longest time, I thought Penny and Tootie were the same person. Penny from Good Times. So I got my black people mixed up. Like, really, honestly, in the 80s, the only little kid I was checking for was Rudy Cosby.
And you know what?
The rest of them, I was like, oh yeah, that's Tootie from. It literally took me till like I was an adult for somebody to be like, that's Janet Jackson, and that is Kim Fields.
But you know what? That's fair though, because I will say my age. I'm 36. You are significantly younger than me, so that makes sense that you probably didn't realize it was two different people. Plus, Kim Fields was actually on Good Times. She had been on Good Times like one or two different episodes as a very little girl. She, I remember the episode with the kids had got stuck on the bus. It was a blizzard or something, and the bus broke down, and they had to go in an abandoned building and try to keep warm. She was on that episode. I also love Good Times, so I know a lot of the episodes.
I love it,
and I do love Tootie. So I get why you were thinking that was Penny, but Penny was also someone who I thoroughly enjoyed. But
they both had bangs. I mean, that's what did it.
Penny had she had the curly cues on the side. She pulled her hair back. She had the curly cues on the side. Yeah, Janet didn't get the bang, the mushroom, till she got to Different Strokes. I know my teeth.
Yes, exactly. And I didn't really watch Different Strokes like that. Yeah, you're right. She did have that mushroom cut at that point.
That was before your. You're probably more like, you probably could run down like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and.
Yes, I remember like that coming on for the first time.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
No, not That's So Raven, bitch. You didn't.
You're not That's So Raven.
You're fired. You are now fired. I did like That's So Raven, but I was a preteen / teenager watching that damn ass.
I like That's So Raven too, but I probably was like in college watching it, so I thought that was like your like age range. Okay, I'm sorry, I just tried you. I just was a very ageist. Okay, I'm sorry. So that's Real Housewives.
Oh, I don't even mind. I don't care if folks know. I love That's So Raven, and I do not mind saying I was in high school watching it real hard.
I was in college watching it real hard.
Hannah Montana episodes too. Yeah, I did. I like Disney. It is what it is.
It was. I thoroughly enjoyed Hannah Montana. I really did.
Yeah.
And who was the who was the magical bitch? The one that had the magic. No, not Sabrina on Disney. She could do. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm thinking about fucking Raven because she could read into the future. Never mind.
Yeah, she could. About Raven. She could see into the future. It was selective. I'm thinking about Raven.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah. That's never mind. Okay. Wait a minute. iCarly? No, she didn't have magic. Wizards of Waverly Place. That's what it was. That's what I'm thinking of.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, because I was way too old to be watching it. I blame it on my nephew. But anyway, we've digressed. Back to the ratchery. The point is, Real Housewives had their reunion. It sounds like who got Red real good? I don't even know. Oh, it sounds like
it sounds like Andy Red. Yeah, which I was like, Andy better go in.
Good. He needed
to. Bitch, you need to get off your phone. That's pretty much what he said. I'm paraphrasing, but you need to get off your phone. So,
are you on your phone right now, girl? We on TV. Right. What the fuck are you doing? Like, this is my production. Right. Don't ever try it.
Right. And also, because, you know, even though I am Team Kenya Moore whore, I can still recognize when she is a little off her rocker, because she's on meds. She's definitely on meds. I can say that as a fan. She's on meds, and she has a chemical imbalance. And in that vein, when she's like, you know, I'm the star of this show, and I was like, oh, no, Kenya. I mean, that's not, I mean, like, you're the star of the show talking about people who get on social media not to like you. Yes.
Right.
You probably are the star of that. But, I mean, you know, and the funny part is, Kenya reminds me a lot in terms of her attitude now of Nene. Because, you know, Nene towards the end really felt like she was really somebody. Now, I would say Nene has made a platform for herself.
But
White folks like them some Nene, honey. She be on E15 selling them clothes. And she be on E. She's on the Fashion Network. So I will give Nene that. Nene's better at least flipping her stuff. But you know, at one point, Nene was insufferable with all that. Like,
right when she got that first
shows around me.
Yeah, right when she got, I think, right when Nene got that first Donald Trump check, and she could only get the top row of teeth fixed and couldn't get her bottom row fixed yet. I think that's around the time when she started to get like, you know, she started to get like a little bit above her station in life. But Nene was the star of the show. The thing about it is, Kenya, you don't have a storyline that's just your storyline. Like, Candy has a storyline. She has progressed. We can just have her on the screen with just her people. We can't have Kenya on the screen with just Kenya because nothing the fuck else is going on with you. I mean, we could you could talk to Aunt Lori about what? Like, you tried to pump your mother up, but
I mean, and that was sad, and nobody.
And then Aunt Lori came and ran you down for talking about her sister like that. So it's just like, you don't really. And then you got this little young kid on here who I guess you're trying to have something with, but to me, he seems not only slow but just. Like, it's just like an oaf, like a big old oaf. It's just walking, running behind you, and it's just like, girl, I mean, I guess I would never even have put that on camera. Like, I mean, you could do it, but I would never have actually like put that on camera for people to see, because it's just, he's poor.
Well, the last thing about Housewives before we move on is, it did make me painfully aware that Cynthia and even Phaedra, Portia, they don't have no storyline at all. And honestly, the two of them need to get off that show. And by get off, I mean somebody needs to let them go. Yeah. Because I can't remember nothing Cynthia did except try to have sex with Uncle Ben this year. And that was gross.
Yeah,
that's all Portia did.
And she kicked Portia in she kicked Portia in the cooch, and that was about it. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So it's kind of like,
she don't have nothing else going on.
Portia got like a lingerie line, and she's got a viable job. I'm not understanding why she didn't really talk like about that. Instead, I had to see her bopping around with some 12-year-olds. Like, girl, I don't want to see that. I would have rather have learned about your lingerie line and how you came up with the concept and who you've been working with and, you know, who approached you with this and, you know, whatever. Because she does have a very nice body. We've talked about that before.
She does.
So it's like, why don't you show us that side? But I don't know. So anyway, so that's my last observation. I just was like, Cynthia and Portia, they need to go. I don't. And then, you know, they're talking about bringing back Kim ass next year. So I don't know if I'll be watching Housewives. Kim Zolciak, bitch. Not
Kim
Taya,
Zolciak? Oh, no. I can be all the bitches, but Kim Zolciak? What the hell?
Oh, I won't be watching if they bring her. I'm not kidding. You know, I am vehemently against Kim Zolciak.
Oh, I am too, which is why I'm glad she left the show, because I would probably have stopped watching, because honestly, the last season that she was on the show, that's the season that I actually didn't watch. That last season where she kind of walked off the show, that's the season I actually didn't watch that season, because I was like, I'm done with her. I'm done with this. I'm done with all of this.
And it just solidified my hatred towards her. I, for the longest time, didn't appreciate Kim's behavior towards, and this could be me projecting. I'm not saying I don't like people are racist, but I always felt like she had a little bit of a like, oh, you black girls in her, and I didn't appreciate that. Even just in her tone and demeanor towards them, and the way that she talks and kind of the only person I felt like she just really didn't try that with is Nene, and then, you know, that whole Sweetie instance. That's what really made me not like her.
I disagree.
I was like, man, you got this goddamn girl.
Your slave.
Walking around.
Slave that you're keeping. That's raising your children.
A buck slave.
Yeah, her slave that she's keeping. Oh, no, I disagree. I think that she looked at all the black girls like, their entertainment. Me hanging around them makes me special. You know, but I really feel like she looked at all of them like, oh, they're black, whatever. They're entertainment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not to be taken seriously. This is just something to do, whatever. That's how I feel like she looked at them. And Nene included. And I think she probably had continued to look at that. And then I think Nene at one point realized, like, bitch, remember that time when she about to bop her on the head on the bus? I think that's when Nene got it. Like, you could talk to Sweetie that way because that's your slave, but you're not going to talk to me. And I think that's when Nene kind of got her. Like, but I always have felt like that about her. I always have. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do like that first episode where she write that check for that truck and she like, thank you, Big Papa. Like, I do. I do.
Well, so that was the other thing. That was the other reason why I didn't care for her. What she was going on. It wasn't because of the Big Papa. It was because when she got with Troy, she tried to do a complete 360. I never did any of that Big Papa shit.
She's the original, like, Amber Rose. Like, she really, like, honestly, like, she tried to put a spin on it, but to be perfectly honest, you was getting it how you live as well. You just were, you know, you just had cleaned it up and made it look good. And that's the same thing she got with him, and she's acting like she's this virtuous woman. Like,
there you go.
I just been looking for a good man to save me. No, girl, you've been out here thotting and bopping all over Atlanta, getting checks and all of that to keep this little itty bitty townhouse over you and your children's head. Because you did have because that's the thing, she had a viable occupation. She's a registered nurse, but that required too much work, and that's the other thing. She's lazy. Being a registered nurse required too much work. She had to get up. She had to be to work. No, it's way easier to just lay on your back. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that if that's what you choose, but I'm just standing your truth because I get it. Had I not had so many goals, I would have done that too. Like, I'd have spent all my 20s doing that, but I had, goals. I thought that's what life was about, but anyway, we've had this discussion. We don't have to.
So I can't do no Kim Zolciak, but if they bring her back, I mean, I guess, honey, I'm just watching this year anyway, so I'll just go ahead and give it a full no watch, and y'all can move on.
To be honest, they can get rid of all of them. I am not.
They really could.
I'm not interested in what's going on with Candy. I'm not interested in what's going on with Phaedra. I'm not interested in any of you all. So you really actually could probably get rid of this show, but I realize it's bringing in a lot of money. But I would not mind some new hungry cast members, some new young girls that are up and coming, that are real hungry, that are ready to just, get in the mud. Like, these girls, they just old and dry out and tired. We done heard everything that we had to hear about you. We done heard all your thoughts. Now, I will say, I will watch Candy's
two aunties, the OGs.
I will watch the old lady
I
gang.
like me an old person.
Yeah,
and I like old people. And they supposed to be opening a restaurant called the OGs. So I would actually watch the OGs try to manage a restaurant and get into all kind of shenanigans at the age of 60 plus.
But see,
I enjoy those kind of things.
Like sweetie pies. That's the thing. It's like I don't even know if they
True.
really make that a show because we already got
right.
It's like we already got sweetie pies, and so we got the OG grandma who's out here, cussing people out on a regular basis and slinging that fried chicken. So I don't even really need to see. I get what you're saying, but I don't even need to see that from them. Like you can go ahead somewhere and raise your baby. Ooh, now I sound like Carrie Hilson. Damn.
My name is Carrie. I'm so baby.
Yeah.
It's a little bit scary.
Poor Carrie Hilson. I mean, she brung it on herself. It's just like, Carrie,
she's a pretty girl.
She is a pretty girl, and you should have just stayed pretty. I don't even know why you felt like she's one of those people who suffer from the thing where you don't have any people around you to sit you down and say, this is not what you want to do. I get this is probably how you feel, and there are some people out here who feel this way. This is not the girl that you want to go against. You do not want to put this song out. You don't want to do it. She ain't been, I mean, it's been 6 years. She ain't been right. She ain't been right since then.
Ever. The power of Beyonce.
Power of Beyonce. Well, that's what you get.
I don't know why. She can go be a model along with Sierra and Rihanna.
You know what? You will not. You will not. Because my sister is trying to harass me to get these anti-tour tickets. And I'm telling you, I'm 22 seconds from getting them because, okay, our honorary dope girl's in here shaking her head too. I think she must feel how you feel about Rihanna. Like, okay, I get it that she's stiff and she can't sing. I get that. But what I'm saying is...
what else is there?
But I'm saying, I don't know what it is. It's like Rihanna has my mind. I'm not even gonna lie. My sister's on my text every day, like, we gonna get them tickets. And I'm like, okay, I guess I don't have to eat for a week so you can get these tickets. And I'm actually like really like kind of excited to see her. And then I think it must be coming around May. And so I'm like, well, it could be like, or the end of April or something. I'm like, oh, it could be a birthday present. I don't know. I know how you feel. We've already done this. I know how you feel.
Into it. She was in D.C. last night or something, the night before last.
Yeah, she was, but I think she's coming to Baltimore. It's either the end, whatever it is, it's somewhere around my birthday. Because that's how my sister has been trying to sell it to me. I was like... All right.
Like,
but I'm not. I mean, but she don't have to sell it that hard because I'm not even gonna lie. I do want to see Rihanna. Like, I've never seen her live. I do love this anti-CD. I mean, I get that I'm probably gonna have to be like 4 blunts in to like really enjoy it, but nonetheless, All right. I'm gonna move on because we already had this discussion. Love and Hip Hop, that was the other thing that's happened this week. They have had their reunion.
Well, I mean, niggas.
Right, niggas got young and her
that's really what Love and Hip Hop can be just boiled down to. I'm not even, because I actually did give the reunion a half a second of my brain because I happened to be at, whose house this weekend and had cable. But,
package,
yeah, he got a real package. Wait, not in that way, but yeah, a cable package. The only 2 things I wanted to bring up that I even really kind of felt was worth my time, and I'm gonna leave them other ones till later. I'm gonna talk with Cardi B first because Cardi B, to me, had like the second best moment after Jocelyn and them just running up on Benzino and Althea that year. I'm sorry. Third best moment, because the second best moment was her running up on what's her name, ponytail, and grabbing it.
She ripped that ponytail off. Yes.
Yeah. So Cardi B had the third best moment. So if you didn't watch it, and if you don't know who Cardi B is, she's clearly Instagram famous. She's YouTube famous. She now has a mixtape,
which is everything.
Which is everything. And she's basically, I think we talked about it last week. She's basically famous for like being herself and being really, really real. Like she just gets on YouTube and Instagram. And I will even say, this dope girl had to put me on because I was like, I'm not feeling Cardi B, but she definitely grew on me. And I like the mixtape from last week, but she did something the other day that I was like, yes, girl, like you know what, you're in my book. So she sits on the couch, and the girl is trying to host whoever the hostess girl is. And all of a sudden, Cardi B be like, yeah, bitch, I see you looking, bitch. Look at me now. And so you think, okay, she's going to fight somebody. Like, what is she mad about or whatever? So the host girl says, who are you talking to? Because she wasn't talking to nobody on stage. So it was kind of like, what are you talking about? She's like, that ass bitch right there. She was like, you talk so bad about me. You told me I'd never be nothing. You told me I'd always just be a stripper hoe. And she said, look at you now, bitch. You watching me. And I was like, yes, Cardi B.
Did you see her follow-up video? Listen, did you see her follow-up video? Because the girl in the audience, she put this long-ass Instagram post, and then Cardi B had this thing, and when I tell you it gave me shivers, I was like, bitch, yes. She was like, for all you out there who's struggling, you having a hard time, just keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing, because one day, the bitch who had all that to say about you gonna be sitting in the audience watching you on the stage. I was like, Cardi B,
That's what I did. That's exactly what I love, because all of us have that in our lives. Like, all of us have that one or two people that if we could, we would be like, shout out on the TV, fuck you, motherfucker. Like, I know I do. I'm not gonna front.
I do too.
I definitely have. I actually have a list. Because, I hold grudges. And I got bitches back as far as like 5th and 6th grade that I would be like, fuck you, ho. Ditto. But I would probably keep it to the last 2 to 3 years instead of going all the way back to 5th grade. But anyhow, I just love that moment because I know, like, in everybody's hearts to hearts, it's like we all have that person, and we all would want that moment of like, look at you now, you watching me. And I was just like, yes, Cardi B, I am living for all of this. And then on top of that, before I guess she made this long ass Instagram video, they politely escorted her out. I said, yes, winning. So not only did I get to go off on you, bitch, you have to go. The bodyguard said you have to leave.
Yep, you have to leave.
You can't even stay in here. Have a good day. I was like, yes.
Yeah. You're in the audience. And I was just like, every time... I love Cardi B just for that, the hustle that she has, like just that whole thing. I tell you, I'm so glad you brought up that point because I feel her. It's like when you at your lowest moment and people like you have a dream and you like, well, I think I want to do this. And people are like, well, you sure you want to do that? Or can you do that? Well, then they always got something negative to say, making you feel like, oh, maybe I can't do that. Or maybe I shouldn't do that. And then you do it and you actually get there and you actually achieve it. And you look back because I honestly feel like that's where I am in my life right now. I feel like I'm at that place where everything I thought I was going to do but wasn't sure I could do, I'm doing it. And for everybody who is like, well, your credit is kind of fucked up. Well, everybody, I mean, I just want to call your names out. And the first one I'm going to call out is Trinity. I'm going to just say it like, my ex-boyfriend, listen, when I tell you years ago, this was like 2009, 2010, I'm like,
taking it back, y'all.
Oh, I am. I'm gonna call your name out. Trinity Hall. I'm calling your whole goddamn name out. You, sir, when I was, and that's the thing about it is I was winning. I was your upgrade. And you, sir, looked at me and was like, I was like, well, I'm thinking about this. No, you can't really do that. You can't. I mean, why you want to go back to school? Why you want to do this? Or why you want to do that? I mean, just constantly like, well, just always had a question. Like, it wasn't even like he was like really abusive, beating me down. But, just every time I said something, it was just like always had a, well, have you thought about this? And I guess he was calling himself, I don't know what he was calling himself doing, but I didn't ask you to do that. All you had to say was, oh, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, engineer.
I'm sorry. Ed, I'm sorry. People always want you to stay where you are. They don't want you to progress forward because the distance, when you start moving, it kills them. The distance kills them. It's not so much he didn't, or whoever it was, didn't want you to get to your goals. That distance is what killed him. It's like, damn, you're getting smaller, and like, I'm still here.
Yeah.
So it's not the fact that I don't want you to get what you want. It's like, no, I'm too lazy and too selfish and too unbright. I made the word unbright.
Yes, unbright.
Too unbright to motivate myself to do what I want to do. So I don't want you to do it either, because if you start doing it, I start realizing that I'm in the same spot and I'm not moving. So
and that's exactly, you better speak a word. You better speak a word, because that was a word, because that's what it is. And he's the first person that came to my mind. I mean, I could think of a bunch of other people, but he's the first one that came into my mind. And it's just like, and anyway, I'm just talking, but the point is, that is just, it's a beautiful feeling. And I'm just like, Cardi B, I don't know what you got going for you, but I'm gonna tell you straight like that mixtape is everything. I listen to it on a regular basis. You're giving me everything I need. All I need is Metro on the beat and whoever else, and Drake on the chorus, and I'm telling you, you're the next thing. Like, I know it's a whole bunch of little rapper bitches coming out, but Cardi B, you are the next thing. I feel it in my spirit. And this is how I felt when Nicki Minaj first came out. So I hope that you don't disappoint me like she did, but this is what I felt like when Nicki Minaj was first coming up. Like, damn, she's the, I mean, I haven't felt this way about an artist, honestly, since Nicki Minaj. Like, Cardi B's giving me everything. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I agree with you. You know, we talked about this last week. So when you do you already on, girl, but when you super duper get on, we want to be, we need an interview. But I do, and that's, I guess that was the point, is what she said. Like, I felt it very much. Like, I felt her, like, I felt her being upset. I felt her, you know, I felt it. So I felt like, okay, this is a real moment. And, you know, we don't have real moments in reality TV. You know, you talk about that all the time. We don't. So to see her go, you know, not that she's not in character, but to see her, like, just be real and have that moment of just like, you tried to make me feel like I wasn't shit, and look at you, you're watching me. I just was like, yes, bitch, you gave me everything. I had pause on that when I was like, yes.
From the back row of the audience at that. You came here to see me, and you out there heckling me.
You know you came here to see me. You had to.
This.
Come on now. Yes. It's like, you can't even be like, oh, I didn't know you was going to be here. No, bitch, you came to watch me.
You've been watching me every week on TV on Love and Hip Hop New York. Like, Love and Hip Hop, I mean, we know that it ain't shit, but in the real, but honestly, outside of us, it is a big fucking deal. You are on a major show that gets millions and millions of viewers every week. You have millions and millions of followers. You have a mixtape. You're successful. I hear she's about to go on tour. I'm like, girl, you better come over here, because any place close, I'm going to see Cardi B, because I gotta hear. You know, I gotta hear all my Cardi B songs. I don't care if she at what's the place we used to go, Wednesday Inn? I don't care if you at Wednesday. Oh no, she'll probably be at I could see her performing at maybe not soundstage. Maybe more like, I don't even know what clubs are popping in Baltimore no more. Damn, but like whatever like club is popping, I can see her maybe being there. Like, I don't even know what club is popping, but maybe like Bliss. I can see her maybe being at like Bliss or something, performing there. And I mean, I know that's DC, but I don't know no other clubs. So
no.
At any rate, I'm like, I'm so glad you brought that up. They gave me everything, and now I'm super duper pumped up. Yes, I love this song.
Okay, so for the last thing, these last idiots on Love and Hip Hop, and I know we said at one point we weren't going to talk about them, but I just do need to talk about this one part. So, in case you haven't been following the Amina, Peter, and Tara saga, Peter this year was with Amina, but then Tara moved downstairs with her 2 kids that she already had by Peter, which Amina was upstairs with her. Did she have any kids by him, or he just have 3 other kids by somebody else she take care of? Well, I don't know. Anyways, they all got a bunch of fucking kids. Some of them, most of them, but all of them by Peter. This might be Amina's first child by him.
Who, Amina?
Yeah, Amina.
No, this is Amina's second child.
Oh, okay, her second one. Okay.
Yeah, remember? Because remember, she was pregnant. She was pregnant the first season she was on there, so that may have been like 2 seasons ago. Yeah, she was.
I do
pregnant
remember
then.
That. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is her second kid plus the kids that Peter has on the super side with everybody else, because she be watching them kids too. Because I guess VH1 be trying to make it seem like I don't remember that there's other kids in different ages,
like
and I be like,
all together.
Right, those are by other kids. Yeah, I mean, by other women. He had like 5 baby mamas.
He might have like 7. Like, it might even be like up to 7. Like, he has a lot of baby mamas. Yeah.
He does. He absolutely does, yeah. So anyways, well, I guess this year they did break that kind of fourth wall when they had her talking to the older daughter, which, you know, I was like, okay, I guess. But he has young kids, like kids around the same age as his other kids. So long story short, Amina gets an abortion. Amina, by the way, is Peter's wife.
Right.
She get an abortion, and right after she get an abortion, Tara, who is for all intents and purposes the 15-year side chick, she gets pregnant by him, and so then whole saga ensues, or it keeps going on, or whatever. Well, last night, I mean, we already knew because obviously the bloggers have been talking about it, and it's been on YouTube and Twitter and stuff. But we got to see the actual announcement of Amina saying that she was pregnant. Now, here's the thing. Neither one of these bitches is winning. Let me start off by saying this. Both you hoes is losing big time. First of all, because you fucking Peter Gunn. That's the first conversation.
First. Your life went wrong a long time ago. Your life went wrong a long time ago.
Like, I don't even think he getting royalty checks off of that no more.
Hell
like,
no,
I don't even hear that song played. So,
girl,
who's playing that?
Girl.
Like, where are you getting your money from? So, anyway, so that's first. Second of all, y'all losing because y'all splitting this Love and Hip Hop check 15 ways. Because, again, he has 15 baby mamas, so you can't be getting nothing but a piece of it. So, but the real reason why you're losing is because y'all be going back and forth over this man who really does not treat either of you with any kind of respect, any kind of care, any kind of anything. He just kind of be like, okay, I guess this bitch today, I'll stay with her. But if I had to semi-rank you, Amina was half a notch above you, Tara, simply because she got him to marry her. So even if she's still in the same dumbass position as you, she at least has some legal rights to some things at this point, right?
Whatever the reason is.
If he dies, she gets some shit.
Tara's like, oh, well, I mean, he only married you because of this. Bitch, but he married her, though. That's the point. But he married her. By hook or crook, whatever it is, you, it's like, I get it. You're telling yourself this because if you really tell yourself the truth, you're going to have to face yourself and face the stupid ass decisions that you've made. You gave this man all your 20s, damn near all your 30s, because Tara is the same age as me. She's been with him for 13 years. She got with him when she was like in her early 20s. You gave this man like the best, hottest, flashiest years of your goddamn life, and you got 3 babies, and he never, not in none of them years, ever said, you are who I want to spend the rest of my life with. Ever. All he did was nut in you and walk away.
She's a pretty girl. She could have got on in her 20s. Like, she probably could have used Peter Guns as a stair step to somebody bigger. I mean, she could have been with, like, Ja Rule or 50 Cent. Who was big back then?
I don't know.
Cameron gave me peace. But, my point is, had you done this right, had you followed the Evelyn Lozado plan, you could be in a very good position right now. You probably would have been divorced once, which means you would have some checks coming in from that. But you still would have been pretty enough at a certain point to catch somebody else who was semi-balling, and you would still be on the come up. Like I'm thinking of so many women, Pilar Sanders, with Dion, the girl who she was a black girl. She used to be married to Martin, but now she's married to Emmett Smith or whatever, who used to be with the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, yes, his first wife. Like, I mean, it's just, you could have, I mean, absolutely. If that's a path that you were going to take, you absolutely could have. But what you did, you got with him as his side chick because he was with a woman when you got with him, and then I guess you thought you won him. But see, this is the thing, and it's just, and the thing that irritates me about her is that she sits there and it would be one thing if she was just like, listen, check it. I don't really love myself. I don't think I can do no better. I'd rather have a piece of man than no man. So that's why I'm with him. If she said that, I would be like, damn, girl, I get it.
You were real.
I can respect that. I don't have nothing to say about that. I wish you loved yourself a little bit more, but hey, those are the breaks. But the fact that you sitting up there and really like justifying this in your mind and really feeling like you won, like you already have 2 kids and you went and turned around and had another baby, like I don't even understand. You're bringing a child into your spite baby, your vengeance baby.
I'm gonna be winning. And you totally got trumped so that gets to the point. And she was talking all this cash. I mean, she had the smuggiest look on her face this reunion, like, oh, I had Peter's baby and this, that, and yada, yada, yada.
Peter's going, anytime I want Peter, he gonna come back.
Yeah, see, that's what she just really thought, like, oh, I got one up on this bitch. And so then that also makes me sick too, because you're using your children as pawns. So
you're having a whole ass life. You're bringing a whole ass another life into this fucking dysfunction. And I'm just trying to figure out, what in the fuck is wrong with you? This is a child that you now are responsible for the next forever. Because being a mother doesn't stop at 18. The next forever, you have now linked yourself to this man for another however many years. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not just at 18. Because when this child gets married, when this child graduates, you're going to have to continue seeing this man and seeing this woman. You've linked yourself to them forever. And now you're looking at 40 years old with 3 kids, unmarried, and you're trying to sit here and act like you're happy about that. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you see her clapping back at people on Instagram, I'm just like, girl. Like, I mean, and it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with it's nothing wrong with having 3 kids and not being married, because Shonda Rhimes did it too. But the difference is that Shonda Rhimes chose to do that. Shonda Rhimes said, I wanted to be a mama. I don't want to be married. Shonda Rhimes actually also has her own career that's very fucking successful that she didn't need a man to do. But comparing you to Shonda Rhimes was really just way out of line for me.
That was a low blow.
It was way out of line. But I was just saying that.
But you're absolutely right.
I was just saying that what you're pretending to do, what you're pretending you feel can actually happen, but it looks like Shonda Rhimes. It don't look like you. That's all I'm trying to say. It doesn't quite look like what you're doing. Yeah, no.
You could have been. And so when Amina stood up, and Amina says, actually, you're not the last one to have Peter's baby. And she rubs her stomach. The look on Tara's face was priceless. Like, I literally, if I could I'm actually going to go through and see if I can find that screenshot on Instagram. And that's going to become my new phone screensaver, because just the deflation that came out of her face.
Eyes kind of pop out, her lips go back. It's just like you can see the dread, her heart. You could see literally her heart sinking in her body, like
right there. That was it. It was written on her face. It literally, like when people say it's written on your face, you can literally look at her face and see.
Yeah. So all that talk about you not caring was a lie.
Yeah. She was like, I have really, and you can tell it all hit her at that moment. Like, I have fucked up. I have, again, like you said, brought a child into this world. And if it wasn't already validated that this man don't care for me because he didn't marry me, he's been fucking everybody else, he's been keeping me as a side chick for 15 years, he has now gotten his wife pregnant again, and they are sitting on this couch all lovey-dovey, even if it's temporary, and I am sitting over here by my goddamn self, and I have to look forward to going home to 3 damn mouths to feed. Like, that's what I have going in Instagram. So I can cut back at people. Like, that's what you got going on.
The loneliest feeling in the world to be by yourself with 3 kids in the house and a brand new baby, and having to be the only one that gets up and feeds that baby, changes that baby. Like, that has to be the loneliest feeling in the world. Like, I cannot even imagine what that feels like, to be having a brand ass new baby and 2 other kids and being the only person there because Peter comes over every other weekend. And your baby, your brand new baby, is now going to be being raised with his other sister or little brother in his father and his father's wife's house every other weekend. Because to be, a divorce is not a whole lot. If he wanted to get a divorce, he could absolutely get a divorce. He hasn't, because he doesn't want to. Peter is exactly where he wants to be. And I don't understand why Tara doesn't get that. Like, I don't even understand. You let this man fuck you on a air fucking mattress and impregnate you. Like, he has a $20, not even the good air mattress that's like $100. You know, the one that self-inflates. You know, the one that self-inflates and it's like kind of high off the ground and it's like firm and it has like different levels you can put it in. He literally got the kind that he got the blow up mattress that you blow up with your mouth. Like, he literally blew that whole blow up mattress on his mouth. Like, you might as well just be sleeping on the fucking hardwood floors, because that's by the time the morning comes, y'all are going to be in the middle of the bed, dented in, because the mattress is going to be on the floor. All the air has seeped out. Like, all the air has seeped out. I have too. That's how I can speak about it so intelligently. Trust me, I know. The difference is, I wasn't letting nobody impregnate me on the air mattress. Like, I had my shame in private. Like, listen, if you're going to be on the air mattress, the least you can do is not get pregnant. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Hello?
Don't get pregnant on a fucking air mattress. Like, what the fuck? You can't even afford to
and go home. That's right. And I mean, no harm, but like, he couldn't get you a hotel room. Like, I just...
Right. Girl, no, he can't get you a hotel room because he
I'm not fucking on no air mattress.
I'm not fucking on no air mattress. I'm not fucking in your mama's house. I'm not fucking in no cars. Like, no. I'm not doing any of that. If you are a grown-ass man, you need to have your own grown-ass place with all your own grown-ass furniture in it and a grown-ass bed, and just... fucking Peter Guns. Like, I cannot even believe his gumpy ass, light skinned ass. Like, such a fucking gump. Like, he's
giving the
such a fucking... He's giving... Anyway, I can go on all night. Well, listen, dope girl, we've been doing this for like an hour.
Yes,
so
we're here.
We're at the end of the show. Yes, we are at the end of the show. Thank you guys for listening. We love it. Follow us on Twitter at We2 Girls. What else are we on? Email us at We2 Girls. Instagram, yes, We2 Girls. And we're on Tumblr, We2 Girls. So we hope you listen. Thank you guys. We will be back. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.